Yeah, just guys, seriously, let's have fun and let's finish this thing. Let's make another one. This is really great. It's much more, maybe not fascinating, maybe not exciting, but it's something new. Forget about the rewards. As a matter of fact, at least in my part, I don't really care about the rewards. I don't really care about the status. I don't really care about being in the Hall of Fame or anything. I'm just doing it because it's fun, and we all have our jobs, we all have our lives to live, and if we can put something beautiful, something good into it, all the better. We got enough problems already, and yeah, it's just one way of getting rid of your problem. None of us are saints, no one's insane, and everyone's equally good. It's just that we're much better. We can see, we have this vision, we can feel what other players are gonna do, and you're gonna have to outsmart us. Don't beat the wall with your head. Don't think it's just 1 or 0, you know, computer language. You gotta think, you gotta adapt, you gotta outthink us, and yeah, good luck with that.
Alright, 2 elephants have been bribed already.
That was a huge move there by Immaculate, but he gets the cap stack and, you know, kills a heap of units.
This is the kind of fight that I was expecting at this level.
Lots of bribes going down right now, but the scouts going crazy.
Perfect timing, that's the perfect time. These guys are going to take the Lakota city. Look at that. Oh my god, Sims just lost his capital. I cannot believe it. Alright, yeah, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? What's happening here? It's a triple. They are going to triple Dragoneo. Dragoneo has no clue. Dragoneo's capital is going down, no doubt about it. Ikron has got all his militia right there.
I'm a huge fan of Young One.
Young One came with 3 spies. That's enough to change the flow of the game.
Would you say EL is more of a democracy or dictatorship?
It's either I play or don't play. I've been playing pretty good lately, so watch out there.
Oh my god, just look at Zen Mechanics today. He just went for Science 5. Oh, and TNT just decided, F my city, I'm gonna help that. This is a slap on the face for anybody who said the game was over. That was the best comeback ever in the history of Rise of Nations.
It was neck and neck, man. It could have went either way. Honestly, it was really close.
Hello guys, what's up? It's Kron here, and we are here today with a very special guest caster. It is the one, the only, Tough Flames. Hey Flames, how are you?
Good man, how about you?
Really good, thanks, and great to have another caster amongst our ranks, and also another fellow Australian. So welcome, man. I'm so glad you could make it on tonight. And
glad to be here, man.
And that's commitment. I mean, the times right now in Australia, if you look at the time zones, you'd be thinking, what type of crazy time of the hour is it? I believe it is, it's actually 2:30 here, where I am.
It's 3:30 here.
And what time is it in Melbourne?
3:30, man.
3:30, that is crazy. But then again, sometimes this is the generosity we go to bring you the finest Rise of Nations action. So before we get stuck into it, I was just going to ask you a couple of quick questions, Flame. So can you just let us know, so that the viewers know a bit of your background, I guess. So, you know, what's your experience? What do you do in real life? And how long have you been kind of interested in playing Rise of Nations for?
Yeah, no worries. So my real name is Vishal. I study in the University of Melbourne. I'm doing Masters of Chemical Engineering, and it's pretty tough. But yeah, I do run as a side, and I started playing like two years ago maybe, and I've just gone really into it. It's just wow! It's like one of the best RTS I've ever played, hands down. Legit.
Yeah. And so what is it about Rise of Nations that you just keep coming back to?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, like, it's just like there's just so much to learn. And when you learn that one bit, you're like, oh, I want to apply it. Then you learn another bit, and you want to apply that bit. I don't know. It's just exciting. There's teamwork. There's solo.
Yeah.
And I guess it's just so competitive. Sometimes you just want to be up there. It's hard, considering there are players like Dave, Bruce, Sir. They're just like OP guys, but you're going to get there one day. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's so true. And I think that's the biggest thing that I enjoy as well, is the fact that you feel like you can play it for years and years and years, and you still like learn something crazy that I had no idea about.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and it just happens like on a regular basis. I'm trying to think what I learned recently. I think I learned that Bantu doesn't have to research military upgrade to upgrade their units, so you can go to age 4 without getting Mil 3. It's stuff like that that's just completely random, which I wouldn't have otherwise known, but it's just the game that never ends. So it's yeah, it's really cool. And just before we get into it, I thought we'd just quickly run through the brackets and have a look at the game that we're about to cast now, which is going to be really exciting. So this is the first game of the Super 16, and it's going to be PN5 versus LAT Raiders. And just at a high level, what's your thoughts on these two teams coming into it?
Both play a really good round, honestly. I love LAT. They're like one team that would always raid. Honestly, they play so aggressive. I learned a lot just seeing them play. Because they always do those sneaky ambushes or like early massive raids. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a real challenge for PN5, who are like one of the favorites, really.
And who's your favorite player on PN5 here?
Probably I enjoy mostly playing with Momo. We've had some crazy games together. I'm sure he can relate with me. Like, we had crazy games together.
Yeah.
We had some 2v5s and stuff like that. It's crazy. But yeah, Jatin is amazing. I learned a lot from all his YouTube videos. So I gotta mention him.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that. And and just we've got the lineups actually for this first match. So before we start, just so everyone knows, basically the first players are going to be for LAT. It's going to be a lineup of Snikau, Thor, and Alan as Lakota, British, and Indian. Whereas PN5 in the first map, it's going to be Prolays, Momo, and Jatin as Japanese, Inca, and Nubians. So that's Lakota, Brits, Indians versus Jap, Inca, Nubians on, and I believe the first map here is Old World too. So what's your thoughts just on those initial picks when it comes to the nations that they've gone with?
I feel like one land map that I can't really bet on in terms of nations would be Old World, because the distribution of the trees and the mines, they're all just too random. And the lakes, sometimes it ends up being a boom map. You didn't even know that. There's so many rivers, so many trees, so many mines. And then the next thing you know, the next time you play there, there's literally all but nothing, honestly. Just a bunch of woods here and there, but that's it.
Yeah, that's so true. So do you think, does that favor Lakota or Japanese for the tier 1?
Honestly, unpopular opinion here, I don't like Lakota at all. There's no flexibility. It's all about going fast. So I would pick Japs any day, anytime.
Yeah, wow, that's I like that, a bold opinion, but I think that's what we need to hear, rather than someone who's just going to say, oh, they're so good, like a politician. I want to hear the verdicts, man. So you heard it here first. Flames is of the strong opinion, Japs. And is the reason for that because of the archers versus crossbowmen, or is
that's literally just 1 out of 10 I can think of.
Yeah.
Speed-wise, sure, Lakota is probably faster by a bit. But dude, buildings-wise, Japs can make double the amount of buildings. They can get those granary researches. Those really matter. They'll have way more wealth in the long-term game, because buildings equals to wealth. Did you know that?
Yeah, no, that's something that I learned probably 12 months later.
I had 100 lookouts in a city, and I had 100 wealth.
Yeah.
It was insane. Yeah, I didn't know that as well. It's pretty cool stuff.
So you can build 100 lookouts in the same
and you get 100 wealth as an income.
Wow.
Did you know that?
I always thought that it was theoretically possible, but I've never actually tried spamming lookouts before. Is that a legit strat? Or?
Yeah, and Lakota has no farms. That's like, you get so less wealth anyway. Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah, wow. Well, look at this. See, Flames dropping knowledge bombs, and we're only 5 minutes into the cast, so I'm looking forward to this, mate. So this is going to be good.
So excited.
All right. Well, I think we're just about ready to go. I'll just I'll check that. So you're in the game right now and ready to go once at the 0 second mark?
Give me a second. I'll find the game. I'll load it up.
Yeah, no worries. And if you do need to drop the the webcam. So just so everyone knows, basically Flames' webcam was having some issues with the battery, so he might need to drop off the video. So we just said at least we'll be able to do the intro, and if you need to unplug it or turn it off, that's fine.
Yeah, I think better safe than sorry. I'll turn it off.
Yeah.
Just die midstream.
Yeah, no problem. All right, we'll jump in a moment. I'll just get the game ready to go. Okay. All right, we'll transition across. I'm just gonna get the chat on the side of the screen so I can see what you guys are saying. All right, perfect. All right, I'm in the game, so whenever you're ready, you just let me know and we'll count it down.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's do this. PN5 versus LAT Raiders. This is the first match of the tournament. And we've got a taunt here thrown out by LAT Alan already. It was the oh no taunt. So obviously already setting the tone of this match. Up against the... and I'd say, as you said in pre-game, I think PN5 is definitely... obviously a favourite for this entire tournament, or one of the favourites, with a really strong lineup. But I was really impressed by the way that LAT Raiders played in the qualifiers too, especially of their lineup. I think just from memory in the last games during the qualifiers, Snickow really impressed me. They were undefeated. They won both their matches in best of ones. Snickow in particular was the MVP. Alan played great, and perhaps I think Thor was, without being harsh, maybe their weak link. But did you have any thoughts on their strongest players and their lineup as well?
Yeah, it's probably Alan or Snickow. Those two are always consistent, I would say. And Alan's always that unpredictable guy. He adds something to the team because he's new and he just has all these new ideas that comes in. Yeah, he's one to look in for.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely most improved. Not too dissimilar to yourself. Improved a lot in a short space of time.
Yeah.
And so as we look at the lineup here, we've got Snickow as the Lakota player. That's going to be a key one to watch to see what he gets up to as this game goes on. So he's in the right-hand side, bottom right. And it looks like LAT are facing at the bottom side of the map here versus PN5 basically across the top. So it's going to be north versus south. And we've got essentially Jatin was the first one to build for the PN5 guys with Nubians on the left-hand side here. What do you think of picking Nubians for Jatin here?
I think it's fine, honestly. H3 will be the hardest age for him, but if he makes the most out of the H1, H2, and maybe H4, I think he can carry the game in the long run. But if you look over here on the right side, this is a clear-on 1v1 between Japs and Lakota. We'll see who has the better nation. I think it's going to be Japs, man. It's going to be Japs.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think it's going to be fascinating, and I'm kind of glad that it's going to be a classic matchup here between Prolays and Snickow, and I feel like they're quite evenly balanced too, in nations, in skill perhaps. I mean, Snickow is definitely no slouch. He's a really, really strong player too.
He definitely is.
Yeah, and especially if he can get a boom going, he's a really good boomer. So maybe if he gets attacked early here, that might be a potential chink in his armor. He might be a bit vulnerable to heavy pressure or early raids.
Yeah, exactly. Japs early raids against Lakota is a bit hard because they're like so close.
Yeah, I agree, and I think Lakota gets stronger the further away they are when they spawn because
Civ 1 as well.
Oh, exactly. And if we have a look in the middle here, so we've got Momo here, aka Charlie Hebdo, for anyone who's not familiar with his various aliases. And I feel like he's got a fairly decent position there as Inca. 2 mountains to utilize, and he's not too close to the opponents, so he'll have plenty of time to get his Inca boom going.
Yeah, this will be really exciting if Momo goes that spot because he's already low and wood. It'll be hard to fill that eco up, and aggression is going to be really good in this game against LAT.
So true. I mean, wood is such a key factor on Old World as well. Really good
Yeah.
wood there for proles, 90 wood and a massive forest.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Although it does look like Snickar's also got 80 wood, so far no one seems to be too screwed over by a lack of wood cutting. Yeah, except for Momo maybe.
Yeah, he's the only one below 70.
Jatin also doesn't really have a big forest nearby as well. Oh, actually,
He
I
does.
take that back. He does, but it's a little bit vulnerable. But right in the corner, he got pretty lucky there. Actually,
Yeah.
it's like those times where you think you've got no wood, and then you start just praying and building your woodcutter camp and just moving it to your border. And then sometimes it pops up and you've got like 8 or 9 wood, and you're like, oh, thank God for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can just see that we've got TNO in the chat here, so shout out to TNO. Just commenting that there was a fairly late woodcutter camp here from Lakota. I think I didn't see the exact timing of it, but I think normally Lakota's woodcutter camp, the timing can be a little bit slower if you do spam that initial 8 citizens to scout.
I agree with that. It varies.
It does, yeah, it does vary though. It's classic, I guess because most people don't play Lakota enough, it's hard to get that practice in and know your timings to get that science 1.
Yeah. Lakota demands a lot of micro in the beginning, which is annoying. Japs is just easy, make.
Yeah, Japs is just classic vanilla Raza nations with extremely fast farms and extremely OP everything else.
It's interesting, none of them went no one.
Yeah, no mill 1 here, so... And I think that's good play all round. I mean, perhaps if you're a Japs here, you could go mill 1 or maybe Lakota as well.
Yeah, they both could, but I guess they both want to be peaceful right now.
Yeah, and you can see Lakota's going for Civic 1 here as well, so going straight commerce Civic. Generally, that's not a build order I've seen too much from Lakota. Because generally speaking, you go, science civ, or you go commerce science civ maybe.
I need yellow.
But he is going for that. Oh, interesting building placement too. This is probably probably a big talking point for this entire game, to be honest. Do you see where Snickar's building his second? Near that silver.
Yeah, that's a bit awkward. Because on the defense, he'll be like fighting uphill, if you notice.
Yeah.
He's behind that city, and they're just gonna have to fight uphill all the time.
Well, I think that the biggest issue I can see for him is that
Caravan.
unfortunately the caravan is absolutely vulnerable there. Like, there is almost no way he's going to be able to protect that. And making things worse for him is unless Thor can somehow garrison and reinforce with another city, that middle city is going to be absolutely susceptible to getting basically doubled from both Inca and from Japs. And the other thing too is that, I mean, Proles can basically toy with him after a while, because this mountain is right in the middle of his supply lines, and he'll be able to attack both Makasika and attack Payaba, his second city.
Yeah, that's so true.
So yeah, that's it's just giving me flashbacks to one of the qualifier games where we saw who was it? It was LAT Euro, and I think it was Greenlove maybe. Anyway, one of the players built their city in a terrible position, which kind of looked similar to what happened here. And yeah, it didn't go well, but we'll wait and see. Who knows? Surely they can still turn it around, but
maybe he has some pro strat we don't know yet. Let's just watch.
Exactly. I mean, yeah. Let's not
Sometimes
talk.
they just surprise me with things I've never seen, so I don't be too early to say something.
Yeah. And I just think it's if nothing else, it's just a classic reminder for anyone who's playing Lakota. It's just it can be very easy to be tempted to just build your city as close to a nice rare, or as close to your opponents. But my advice to anyone is just always prioritize getting your caravan route safe, and also making sure that you're covering your flank too, because you just don't want to be setting your cities up to be exposed like this on two fronts.
Yeah. This is why I prefer Japs as well. I don't make silly decisions like this.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's the advantage of Japs, is that you don't have to
make
worry.
hard decisions. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about building.
There, you're always like you have this pressure that you have the very clever, very smart city.
Yeah, exactly. It can make or break the entire game.
Yeah.
Nice little raid here though by Snickow right now.
That's really nice. His wood is really exposed and
Yeah.
losing 2 villages really, I think, or 1.
And he's able to use this river to kind of help protect his units as well.
Yeah.
Pulling pro-laser citizens off his line, so he's doing some decent economic damage.
Let's look at Jatin's side.
Yeah, what's Jatin up to? He's already got 100 eco going, so he's got Bison and Amber as well as Obsidian, so don't know about Obsidian, but obviously probably not a lot of choice for him.
I'm trying to send some help.
Yeah. Got rares to set up, but not to like boom out later.
Yeah, I mean, it'll definitely help out as soon as he ages, but for the time being, having that Bison really helps.
Yeah.
Although it is outside of
Yeah, but man, barely.
Yeah, barely outside. Well, he's just getting 20. He should get 30. I reckon
Yeah.
that's pretty harsh. I guess it's based on where the rare is based, not based on where his merchant is, because it looks like his merchant's just inside the border there.
Nubians is just one of those gamble nations. You don't know what you get, but you get something really good, then you back that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Snickow is aged first year as Lakota, so
Yeah.
that's a good sign for him. I feel like they need to be aggressive here because the city placement's just a little bit awkward, but in fairness though, Thor has backed him up with a city behind, so if nothing else, that should at least provide and bolster this position a bit.
Also, I have huge respect for players that don't go Science 1. Here, Sneak Out skips Science 1 for a faster eco. I really love those players. I feel like that's something that not many players do. But going Science 1 is just such a huge start, honestly. Well, it's all important for the beginning. You can make quick mines, then more merch, a tower, more archers. I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I agree. I think Science 1's definitely something that most people just do out of habit, but
Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say that.
yeah, I agree. And I think it's only later on in the game that you really get the benefits from Science if you're scouting a lot, or if you want to get the 50 cheaper food, right, for your age. So, and I think someone summed it up once. They said, "Do you want Science 1 or do you want to get a Colossus?" And I think most people like Colossus over Science 1.
Yeah, I think it's Turks that.
Yeah. Oh, and nice defense here by Jatin. There was a raid attempt by Alan on this Amber at the top, but picked off by those archers.
That was good reading.
Oh, and it looks like the LAT guys are going for this sugar at the top here. Nice sugar that the PN5 guys have got pretty fortunate to have this sugar up in a pretty well protected spot. Although it looks like, there might be a slinger fight here. But there is a citizen guarding this, so genius defense by Momo.
He's ready.
He's ready, but the citizen's going to go down. No, he doesn't. These slingers come just in time to protect him.
Dude, which minute are you at?
So I'm at 11 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just let me know and we'll make sure you're in sync.
I'm at 11:32 now.
I can see that Snickow's actually going for a tower on that sugar.
Yeah, but he couldn't.
So, although it looks like Momo saw that coming and well protected.
I feel like that's something expected of Lakota again, and like everybody knows about it, so they're always ready.
Yeah, and I mean, good foresight though, because once they get a tower up, it's just so frustrating. There's really no way.
Yeah.
Can you imagine sending a siege workshop, sending a siege engine all that way just to take out a tower? And
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, it's a hassle.
yeah, it's a hassle, and plus building a city all that way, like it's probably going to take 2 cities to reach that far. So yeah, that's.
Here's another raiding attempt from the LATs. You see, there's a stable made by Sneak Out near Sugar. Sorry.
Yeah, that's nice. He's going to be able to do some good damage, good raiding from here. I guess it's just that classic double-edged sword. He just has to be careful that he doesn't spam too many units and leave himself too vulnerable to a frontal attack.
Cable is such a huge investment.
Yeah, you can see that Prolez, his economy is really soaring right now. Already got 150 food. Classic Japs being able to utilize that.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like Snickar's going. He's gone for mill too, so able to spam the heavy cav in behind, and also raiding with horses on the right hand side too. So Snickar appears to be playing really well. He's certainly comfortable playing as Lakota.
Definitely. That caravan route is not disturbed. Oh, that's pretty fortunate. Look at the caravan route. It's just going right around the right side of the mountain.
Oh, that is nice. That is well played, and I take back anything I said about those cities.
Who knows? Maybe he calculated all of this in his head.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, fair play to him. Fair play.
Yeah. Honestly, Sneak Out, dude. No complaints.
Yeah, well played. Sneak Out's just raided that sugar. He's towered it as well, and
He's trying to force as well, but not too sure he'll get it.
yeah, he's gonna have to take this light cav back very soon. Oh, nice micro there.
Yeah, just saved it.
Oh, he dodges the arrow too. So really nice micro there by Sneakout. That was impressive. I think the next thing to watch here is probably going to be whatever Prolaz does next, because while Sneakout's doing some great raids, if Prolaz decides to put down the hammer and start sieging, it's going to force Sneakout to come back and fight head to head.
He's getting a siege up right now. Police.
Yeah, Siege Workshop is going down.
And Police is raiding the caravan road. I feel like he should have towered that.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I think he might have denied him the plunder though. I'm not sure if he got the plus. How much
Oh yeah,
I
didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It could have been Snickar pressing delete, which would have been a really nice micro again. But yeah, that is... Either way though, that's unfortunate. Nice raid there by Prolaz. Losing that caravan is pretty huge. That's a lot of wealth that he's going to lose in the long term here. You can see that Thor's got not a bad army, so he's going to be able to help kind of clean this up. But and Thor's
I'll go for wonders. Yeah, no one did.
I don't think anyone's gone for a wonder yet. So,
but no one started season as well. He's very passive.
yeah, I feel like it's sometimes with these games too. It's not that anyone doesn't want to build a wonder. It's just that no one kind of remembers. They get stuck into the game flow, and then suddenly one guy starts building Colossus, and then everyone remembers, and then suddenly you see pyramids and hanging garden straight away.
Finally, we got some sieges up. Blue.
Yeah, it looks like Blue's sieging Jatton here, and in fairness to Alan, like he's starting to get some elephants out, and I mean Jatton's going to have to respond to this with a few units, that's for sure.
Yeah, need some HIs.
Oh, this caravan of sneak owls.
Oh, yeah, damn it.
It's going to get gone. 50 wealth goes down. He definitely didn't delete that one.
Or just station an army there.
Yeah, he does. He does need to either build a tower or something. Hey, well, nice defense of that rear there.
Literally, the LATs have more heirs in terms of wealth, but he's collecting way less than Philly because of the buildings, and like I said, it's more wealth.
Yeah, there's a bit of a fight here between Alan and Jatton.
Oh yeah,
Really decent engagement. Oh, nice bribe there by Jatton. That war elephant was down to almost no HP, but he'll be able to sit back and heal him up and make him part of the mighty Nubian army.
I feel like maybe that's just a personal opinion, but I feel like in the early stages of the game, you shouldn't build just 1 or 2 elephants. You either go a lot or don't build at all, because it's easy to just bribe one and just turn the tide directly.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point, because it's tricky with LEs. Like, you just need to be so careful not to let your opponent bribe one. Worst case, press delete, kill them before you let the opponent take them.
Yeah. But we're all stubborn deep inside, honestly.
Oh, it does hurt though, yeah.
You don't want to delete that.
Oh, you never want to delete it. You never want to, but the alternative is to let your opponent have one, which is even worse. So
yeah, exactly. But we don't think about it until it actually happens.
Yeah, very true.
If you look in the bottom of the map, Jatin sending an HC to raid maybe relics or something. That's really good for the long game, I guess, if you raise those relics.
Yeah, there is a tower though there by Thor, so that might actually stop this raid in its tracks. But he's going for Pappy as well.
Oh yeah, Pappy's probably better, and there's an archer.
Should have success there with that heavy horse.
Oh, look at that, Inca.
Yeah, Inca is under attack here. This is really good play by LAT. I must admit, I'm really impressed, but they're playing really well. Thor is, coming in here. Definitely charging, and Blue's coming up for a double as well, so if Momo's not careful, he may just quite well find himself doubled here. Jatin's going to have to rotate really quick.
Oh, come on, Thor, use those HIs to hit the building.
Yeah. It's almost like you want to double click them and just right click on the city.
Yeah.
It does take the city, so that's a plunder of 100 metal. Well played. The question is that going to be a big blow here, or is PN5 going to be able to retake this? I'm not so sure, to be honest. Though.
Yeah, it's going to be an upper battle because of that river.
Yeah, that river is really helpful too for the LAT guys. They can really hold this as their defensive perimeter.
Dude, look at the cheeky tower by Alan. It's gonna really make it hard for them to, because if Jatin needs that land where the fort's being built.
Yeah. Yep.
To Momo, because there's a mountain, there are forests. He can't connect with Momo at all.
He has to go all the way around the top of that mountain just to try and reinforce that city. So, yeah. The geography. I mean, LAT are playing this to perfection right now. Really well played.
That's a really, really smart work by Alan.
And they're well and truly in the box seat here. This is going to be a massive upset if LAT continue at this pace and manage to pull this off. I mean, some nice res by the LAT guys, like there's no doubt about that, but the reality is they've also denied some great res for the PN5 guys like Sugar.
Nikao really minimized that caravan problem. Because we initially doubted actually, but he's making all his teammates get those raiders over.
Yeah, I think just being aggressive is the solution there.
The map, it's like green is just circling trolleys there. There's a square form.
And another thing which I'm not sure if I mentioned earlier, but Sneeko actually researched attrition, which is something that I don't really see too much in Nomad because it's just so expensive to get attrition, especially on maps where you don't have water. But it played really well because it basically forced Proles back in Age 2. He couldn't come anywhere close to his cap and apply pressure there. And every time he did, he'd just retreat and, you know, the units would start burning.
I feel like Mamo really... Because he only got the 140 wood literally a few months ago. It was on 100, I think, for that. It's really hard. Just build up Rico with his setup.
Yeah, he's definitely hurting a bit. You can see that Colossus is going down here as well for Thor.
Oh, Blitz with Polo is like... It's hard. Because you got all those archers to save you up and make sure you don't die until Ivy. And then from Ivy onwards, all those extra rest comes in handy. You can just spam a huge army.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like Brits are a great nation to have when you have Colossus as well. I mean, there's not a lot of nations where Colossus is not good, but yeah, there's some that really it shines.
Yeah.
No hanging gardens yet, though. I would have thought, you know, like I said before, sometimes it reminds people to get a wonder But
like Jatin said, if they don't go for wonder, they're gonna try to kill us.
yeah. And I mean, a nice fight here between Proles and Snickow, but I feel like the LAT guys definitely have the upper hand overall here. It's just going to come down to whether Thor can press the issue and continue to chip into Inca. If the other guys can just hold here, I feel like the LAT guys should be able to, you know, slowly take more advantage and slowly get a better foothold in the game, especially with relics and silver, which is really going to help them get a faster age.
Yellow. Okay over there?
Just picks up all his citizens as a militia and force march when the city goes down. He's gonna get it because Lakota, they don't have enough militia because they have less citizens.
Yeah, true. There's no citizens close by, so
Yeah.
that would be a classic Flames move, I reckon, is bring a shipload militia. I've seen that before. I've been on the other end of it.
You okay
So
over
yeah,
there?
I completely agree. Although he has moved his capital now, so
That's really good decision.
Sweet.
yeah, he's moved his capital to the right hand side. Interesting choice there. It's a little bit vulnerable too, but
That's true.
relatively even armies. But I'd say the Japanese army is slightly stronger because of the unique units they have and the crossbowmen.
He has superior crossbows and superior heavy infantry because of those elite. There we go. Japanese building wonders.
Yeah, he's got hanging gardens going down now, so I mean the LAT guys just need to keep the pressure up, I feel. Just I'm be worried for them if they just let Jatin boom too much, because I've seen his booms before. And
When the game hits gunpowder, it's gonna be a totally different game, dude. Because that's when Inca shines, that's when Nubian shines,
yeah, very true.
that's when Japanese also shine. Okay.
Ooh, and big fight here between Proles and Stickow. It's kind of hard to tell who's got the upper hand here. Lots of units on both sides, but it looks like Snickow's definitely holding his own. He's got plenty of heavy infantry at the front.
Yeah. Police has army? No?
Yeah, I think Proles has got more units though. It's
No,
this-
dude, he didn't click army before the engagement. Oh. He has it ready, he just needs to click it.
armor for Proles. Yeah, he does have tactics, not research there.
That would have changed the game.
Although he still won the fight, so it would have been much more one-sided though if he did
Yeah.
have armor.
Because that's a lot of resources he could have saved. Army is basically first.
Yeah, that's a lucky break there for Snickow. Although he does seem to have still a decimated army, so looks like Proles should have the upper hand here. And Proles turning his attention to the east. Perhaps he's seen this caravan route and he knows there's something over here. Little does he know that that's actually his capital. So
That's true.
that's this is dangerous territory here for Snickow. He does have a tower, so he's going to get a bit of time there, but still,
It's not enough. It's not enough.
yeah, I can see this causing a tricky situation if Proles is curious enough to walk over this way and have a bit of a gander, have a bit of a
He
look.
exited the caravan route right when the caravan entered.
Oh, yeah, the caravans. This is dangerous caravans right here. Imagine being one of these caravan workers.
Yeah, poor guy, man. He has a family.
You'd want some serious danger money to be doing that. And you can see that good little fight here between Thor and Momo as well. I feel like Momo's well and truly landed on his feet now, and you know has that Inca wealth income coming in now.
But like you said, that's a hard to take back.
I feel like this is really just three kind of individual 1v1s between all these different players, which is kind of nice. Although I guess at some point the LAT guys could probably get together and do another double if they needed to.
It's just the terrain. It's all divided.
Yeah, it's so true. This map is just classically... It's like walking through molasses trying to get from one end to the other. We can see pyramids going down here from Snickau. I like that. I feel like by the 26-minute mark, like, if the wonders haven't been built, you should start building them ASAP.
Yeah.
Nice attack by Thor as well. He just took out a heap of units there by Momo, and I think he's got a much bigger army too.
Definitely. He's making that total count. 105 population against 68. That's massive.
Yeah, this is huge. I mean, Thor... I mean, I feel bad for what I said earlier. I was saying that Thor might be the weak link here, but he's proving anything but. Although he needs to be careful. He's taking fire from cavalry right to his archers, so just needs to not overextend here. Play it a little bit more patiently.
This is such a good game. LAT is really shining.
Yeah, this is really nice. I mean, I think Jatten's starting to realise that he needs to try and make something happen too, just to kind of relieve a bit of pressure for his allies. But the thing is, Alan's playing great. Like, he's got enough elephants to make it difficult, and plenty of units to back that up. So I don't think he's going to lose his army anytime soon.
Yeah, I think he needs to skirmish a bit more. But yeah, he's doing great.
And he is ahead of Jatten as well with his tech. I mean, he's not far away from aging up. Only needs about 150 more knowledge. He's going in for a bit of an attack here. Not sure if this is an attack or just trying to snipe these trebuchets. Meanwhile, some big engagements all across the map. Oh, there is a bribe there as well.
Yeah. I don't think he should have made that engagement.
He bribed an elite javelineer though, so not the best unit to bribe, but still, it all counts. But yeah. Jatten losing units left, right, and centre. This is really looking great for LAT and not so good for PN5.
Yellow.
Oh, Poland is trying to take by the city with silver.
Yeah, it looks like he has captured the city now as well, but I mean, you can see a massive army from Thor coming down.
Thor is here to save.
And now it looks like Proles is under direct threat to get doubled by both Snickau and from Thor.
Needs to do that.
Needs to be careful not to lose these units for cheap.
It has affected a lot though. To sneak out because he lost that caravan route for a few seconds, and his wealth just went down all the way to 96.
Yeah, so true. And big move coming up here. I'm at the 29-minute and 10-second mark, or thereabouts, and we've got gunpowder age here for Alan.
Oh yeah.
Just aged up, and you know what that means. That means elephants with cannons on their backs. So if he's not already, I'd like to see some serious elephant spamming from this point forward.
This is gonna be really hard. This elephant.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like in IV, Alan will benefit the most from the LAT, but from the other two sides will be the PN5s. Now I think Alan's gonna be the one who has to kill, because I think that ages is gonna be really hard with this age season.
Yeah, and you can see big attack here between Thor and Momo. I'm a bit concerned for Thor here. I feel like he's going a bit outside of his comfort zone to be attacking here. Like, he's a bit vulnerable, but
he shouldn't be doing that. Maybe he has a plan for it.
Yeah, hopefully there's a well thought out plan here. I just think it just looks a bit awkward for him. If Proles was able to come through, he might lose.
I would just want to go ambush and just double that thing.
Yeah, big engagement though. It looks like Thor is the one that blinks first. He runs away. And again, just not sure if I would have recommended that move for Thor there, because as the Colossus player, just, you know, building up his army as big as possible is only going to help him in the long term. So, and I think it would be better to do a slow push from his safe city of Pucara and maybe just snipe these buildings, you know,
I learned the hard way against Kaza in that 1v1.
Yeah.
I didn't put my Colossus army first with Egypt, and I lost to Inca. That was well played by him. He kept me engaged.
Yeah, that was a great game too. Yeah. Oh, you can see that Jatten's under pressure here.
Yeah.
It looks like Alan is just attack moving in. Some nice bribes here going down. Look at these bribes. Oh, very nice. Quite a few heavy knights there that were bribed, but only one elephant. But it just looks like Alan is just crushing here. He's obviously the only guy who's got gunpowder, so taking full advantage, but I mean, really well played. And
he's so fast. That's really fast.
My God, it's kind of like when I was talking to Connor McDavid about this the other day.
Yeah.
We were talking about, you know, do these qualifying teams, you know, they're mostly the underdogs, but the fact that they're battle hardened and have just been playing, meanwhile all the Super 16 seeds have just been sitting back kind of waiting. Maybe that's going to help the qualified teams, because they are coming in, you know, guns blazing. They know what they got to do, and they got that team chemistry. I mean, thankfully for PN5, it's the best of 3, so they have the chance to come back. But yeah, this is really looking like it's going to be LAT's game. Although this could throw a spanner in the works. Oh, he has moved his capital, so I can see that Proles is going for the city on the right-hand side, but no longer going to be a huge loss if he does end up losing that city.
This is Metal and Scholar, I guess. Proles needs to win really fast. That's the only way I can see them winning right now.
Yeah, I think I'm just seeing in the chat, Eat the Ped just said, what happened in the first 20 minutes? How did LAT get such a lead? What's your thoughts? I mean, how did they get to such a lead?
No, I to be really honest, despite the great lead, they do have the rares.
Yeah, the rares. Yeah, they do have some really nice rares, that's for sure. But I feel like basically the fact that they were able to deny the PN5 guys from using sugar with the power of Lakota, that really helped as well. But really, that double that they got on this middle city of Incas as well was just a huge turning point, where it basically put Momo on the back foot, and these guys have just been riding that to, you know, incrementally increase their advantage at every stage.
Yeah, exactly. Because they got the boom rares, but not the quick rares. For example, PN5 has Salt, I think, okay, and Bison, so these are startup rares, and they have to up right then. There's no way they can boom.
Yeah, exactly right. And it's not like the PN5 guys don't have a good army, but it's just
the knowledge.
Yeah, it's just the knowledge income just can't catch up.
Because I think Jatin with 8G and Nubians collecting more knowledge than others had less or equivalent knowledge income to Alan without 8G. And you know, Nubians collect +5 instead of +10, I mean +15 instead of +10. So yeah, it's definitely the knowledge rares. And I was looking.
Yeah, so true. And we got 22 viewers right now, so shout out to everyone who's out there in the Rise of Nations world watching this first Super 16 game between PN5 versus LAT Raiders.
Hi, Moms.
Hi, Mom, I'm on TV.
Oh, humanity!
And this is a massive upset for the first game. This is really exciting.
I feel like we need these type of.
Sorry, what was that? I didn't quite catch that. Sorry.
We need these kind of upset teams, but it's good for the neutrals.
Absolutely, we definitely need that. I mean, if we came in here thinking that PN5 was just going to win 99 out of 100 times,
Hey, good luck with that.
we wouldn't have 22 people tuning in right now to watch it. So
yeah. Alan's like, nope, not this game.
Yeah, Alan's like, no, I've got different ideas. I don't care if you're PN5 and you're one of the tournament favorites. I don't care if your name's Jatten and you literally have created this entire community almost. Although he does look like he is getting pretty confident here. Oh, he does take Jatten's cap, and that is another 500 resources to his already very well-stocked economy he has right now. Oh, Spy's going down. Does take that gun though. He's got to be careful just to not lose too many units on the cheap.
He needs to micro those scouts nearby.
Although I think these guys on the LAT team can start to celebrate soon.
Yeah, and that's of course looking at the other side. Proles that might be a bit better.
I mean, yeah, it's just seemed like a really even battle here between Snickow and Proles. Can't really pick a clear winner between the two, whereas I feel like Thor has played so well. He got the upper hand with that double early on against Momo, and Alan just playing out of this world. Like some players just play so well under pressure, and I feel like Alan is one of those players. Big battle here between Thor and Momo. Both players with Monarch, so hard to tell who's the winner here, but it's like that, probably giving you flashbacks, I guess, when Inca plays against you in Age 4.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
Man, killer.
Those refunds, man, yeah, it's always best not to underestimate them. Oh, and Jatten has been defeated here. Wow. Wow. That is incredible. That is incredible.
Yeah, I'm almost at GG.
Yeah, they are throwing out the GGs, and I think it is GG at this point. 3v2.
Yeah. Well played, man. Well played.
Yeah, incredible play, incredible. That is outstanding play by the LAT Raiders. And I mean, it's just going to be interesting to see the mindset of PN5 after that. How do they come into the next game? Are they going to make any roster changes? Sorry, what was that?
They're probably a bit shocked, but motivated. It's going to be game 2.
Exactly. I mean, they definitely have the experience and the caliber to come back from this, but I think they certainly would have come in thinking this should be their game. And yeah, the LAT guys have certainly responded in the most amazing fashion here.
Yeah, well played. But yeah, you see here, at least did win, but
sorry, whereabouts was that?
Proles is winning actually.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, very good point. I mean, Pro has a really nice army here, and he's taken out Lakota's basically all of his structures there as well. So, it's not over till it's over, and I guess, I mean, Alan, once he marches his army across, he should be able to fight toe-to-toe with Proles, if Proles still has...
Equal is not...
Yeah, you can see Snickow saying in the chat, he's saying hit his cap. And man, these elephants are just the best units ever. It's amazing watching them just walk across. I remember seeing in a recent game that we played where you were playing as Indians and
oh yeah, I was fighting an H5 army with my
Age 5, yeah, versus young one who had Nubians. And
even when he went in this trial, I was still competing.
Yeah. It's just incredible. It's just, I feel like Indians are like perfect for Age 4 and Age 5.
Yeah, I feel like you need those. So,
I mean, is there any point where we should reconsider this and say it's not GG yet? Because I know they typed GG, but
yeah, that's not GG. Hopefully, like they want to fire it out. Turn the game. You know, just hope.
I mean, if Proles can take out this this capital of Japs, of Lakota, sorry, yeah, then
I don't see strong though.
Yeah, that's the problem for him. Is he is probably going to lose Kyoto here, and you can just see that once he loses his production buildings, it's going to be tricky to sustain this fight.
LAT just not to go with this. I feel like that's the lose his cap.
Yeah, he has taken that cap sack, so he gets the resources.
But 7 minutes just to.
Yeah, and he does have Forbidden City too, so it's going to be harder for Proles to die. I think they're still in it. I wouldn't say that there's a 0% chance. I'd say there's, you know, maybe 5%.
Did you debate that Jatin probably should have put down another city?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's hard to say whether he tried to or not. Maybe citizens were too slow.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't realize you're on the last city and getting siege.
Yellow.
Oh, put back the cap.
Yeah, he has got his city back, which is important. And I feel like if I was Snickau right now, I'd be trying to basically make the most. Oh, you can see he's gone age 5 here. Sorry for Alan. He's got the upgraded elephants already, and they are awesome.
Much.
I love watching these elephants.
Good elephants.
Oh man, they're so good.
Bang.
They are. He's just got decoys too, so he's got even more fake elephants there, just to rub it in. And that could be the difference here. That could be just the change they needed just to kind of finalize this game off for him, because getting age 5 elephants, you know, he's well ahead of the other guys too. I don't think the other guys will age for at least a little while now. I mean, looks like Momo doesn't even have Science 4 yet. So he's going to be able to ride this advantage for quite a while. GG there called by Momo, and he does resign.
There we go.
And GG by Proles. That is a very good game all around. Wow.
Oh, holy shit, man. Look at the kills, Alan.
I'm a little bit speechless, man. Like I know they had some decent rares, but seriously, that was not what I was expecting in game 1 of this best of 3.
No, but I feel like well played to the PN5 as well, because they did their best.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was a bit of a slugfest all round. I mean, I just appreciate the fact that Snickau picked Lakota, and as we talked about in the beginning, you know, Japs versus Lakota, I would have thought Japanese has a slight advantage because they're in close proximity there. You know, Lakota's city was kind of screwed. He lost his caravan route quite a few times. And he was just, you know, able to make the most of the advantages. Like, you know, taking out that sugar at the top was pretty huge, denying that. And I don't know, I guess the LAT guy's just making the most of the terrain too. Nice little double on that city, which basically set the wheels in motion for them to have the momentum, which they ended up taking all the way. So, and wow, look at those rares they got too. Relics, wine, pappy, spice, salt, sulfur. Sulfur's like a
gems.
Amber, silver, citrus, copper.
Because they had most of the map. It's not they had better rares, but I think they had more of the map.
Yeah, exactly. They had all the map, which and map controls everything in this game.
Maybe they planned it. You know, let's go a bit towards the middle, get the rares up.
Yeah.
So maybe it was actually a good decision.
No, legit. I think that's exactly it. I don't think
many players do that, you know.
And I honestly don't think. I don't take any of this game as like, you know, one team had the better rares or anything like that. I think it was just LAT came to play, they played hard, and they won. And
those raids by Sneaka was just I don't know if I could defend those, man.
Oh, exactly. I mean, yeah, Sneakout played amazing. Alan played amazing. Man, even Thor played amazing, and he was the guy that I thought would be the weak link. So, I'm just
Nice.
I'm so impressed. But very, very well played by LAT. And what do you reckon? Should we jump into game number 2?
Let's go. I want to see what's going on.
All right, let's do it. I'll just quickly update the scoreboard. So, bear with me 1 second. All right. We'll just update that score. I wasn't expecting I'll be updating the score, but Raiders with a 1-0 lead here.
Who did the Raiders play against before PN5?
They played against LAT Euro, and before that they played against Team Gay.
Ah, okay.
So definitely teams that weren't quite up to the same standard, I guess, as you'd think, as PN5, but still obviously some good practice. And I think the LAT Euro guys, that was quite a nice match they played. I can see Oscar's in the chat, so shout out to Connor. All right, so I'm just getting back into the game now. All right, so I'm ready to go. So if you're on the replay, I'll just count us down.
Yeah, just a second. So sorry.
No problem.
Right, let me know. I'm ready.
Alrighty, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Start. Alrighty, so game number 2 here, and it's going to be on a similar yet different kind of map. It's going to be Himalayas here. So this is going to be kind of like the same but different. I feel like
it's 2, 3, 4, right? The tires now.
Yeah. So yeah,
okay.
the tiers will be tiers 2, 3, and 4 from each player, which is the first time we're going to see this in the tournament. So pretty excited to talk to this as well. Let's have a quick look at the nations. So last time we had Prolays as Japs, so tier 1, and in this instance he's now tier 2. So he's gone with Iroquois as his pick. We've got Jatin with tier 4, which is Chinese, and Momo with tier 3, which is Persians. So Iroquois, Chinese, and Persians. I must admit, I'm a little bit surprised by their nation picks.
Thank you, man.
What do you think of their picks here?
I don't know. I'm so confused. I never expected Momo to go Persians, or to Chinese to appear at all, because this is like the deciding game right now.
Yeah, it's definitely not a case where they're picking it, with the intent that they can come back and win the next game type thing. Like
exactly.
they have to win this game, but I must admit, it's probably not a common choice to pick Persians over. I guess who else would you pick though for tier 3?
I mean, like Indians itself is already better than Persian.
Yes. Yeah, very true.
Yeah, they're in the same level, but this is better. French, but you never know. Maybe there's something about Persians we don't know.
I do think Persians are underrated. So I have seen Persians get played really well. It's just, I guess when you compare them to Indians, it's easier to think because you don't get the free upgrades on the elephants. It's just
elephants as well.
Yeah, it's just not as good. But at the end of the day, it's just one upgrade difference, and you get a lot more wealth. And there's plenty of other benefits too, such as the the free caravans and the cheap Civic and etc. So
Persia, yeah.
Ooh, and we've got Sneakout has gone for Inca here. So
that's the map. That's the map for Inca.
Yeah, absolutely. I think good choice there, and probably some good planning too.
I love the picks by LAT, Maya, French, and Inca. Those are great.
Yeah, Maya, French, and Inca. I think they're really solid picks. I think maybe French is going to be the interesting one to watch. French is such a polarizing nation, I feel. Like, there's some games where just French dominate, and there's other games where I feel like French is kind of like the whipping boy. So, yeah.
I would see French as... I feel like, I don't know, they're just always good, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're always solid choice. I mean, you can't ever go too wrong, I don't think.
You don't even have to go Senator. Those healing units, you save so much rest. It's like you're on 150 people.
Yeah, so you think instead of going Despot, you think Senator's the better choice on this map?
On this map, the good wood, probably senator, but if they're close, I'd go that spot.
Yeah. And it does look like there's a fair bit of a gap between here, so probably going to start out as a bit of a boom game.
That's true. Unless they double sieve on greens.
Yeah, I like the fact that the LAT guys have Inca right in the back here. So unlikely that Inca's going to be under any early game pressure. And
That's perfect setup. Inca in the middle.
Yeah, plenty of mountains too. So I think in the early game, biggest thing to watch will be, I guess, what build order Proles goes for. I like the fact that he's gone for Iroquois. It's one of my favourite nations, and it can give your team a huge advantage to get map control if you can spam out some of those fast raiders and just get out and about, just making life difficult for your opponents.
Iroquois is such a team nation. Does damage to everyone.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, I find this interesting, the fact that that Jatin's gone for Chinese here, mostly because he always, just as a kind of piece of trivia, he always jokes about how bad Chinese are. And I actually never thought Chinese are that bad. Like, I like Chinese. I think they're a good nation, but just Jatin always said, like, oh, you know, Chinese, man. Like, he even made memes about people picking Chinese kind of being noobs, and yet he's gone ahead and picked Chinese here. You know,
most win match equals Chinese.
In a game they must win. And I guess if
I'm so confused. I don't know. I don't know why he picked Chinese.
Yeah, I'm confused, hey, but we'll see.
If he was like that, I'd be asking why.
Yeah, I would say, mind you though, just for some context, I guess picking Chinese is tier 4. I know in the AZ versus PLA game in the qualifiers that both teams picked Chinese as well. So it was Ayuzaki versus, I think it was, who was the PLA player? I can't remember.
PLA HH was it?
No, it wasn't HH, it was on the other side of the map. I'm sure it'll come to me.
It was Wolf, was it?
Yeah, I think it was Wolf actually, yeah.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, and he played great. He played amazing.
Yeah, that's true.
And they were both Chinese, so once you get those gunpowder units up in age 3, it's certainly handy to have.
I don't know, maybe I was not checking correctly, but the gunpowder units of Chinese are actually weaker than normal light infantry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong, but I saw that. That's why I was like wondering. Sometimes I lose with Chinese at Ivy, and I don't understand why. I checked it that day, I think.
Okay.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Well, I can actually see in the chat, thankfully we've got our fact checkers here. I can see that Eat the Pair actually said that, you know, the problem with Chinese, their unique units are actually weaker than Arquebusias in gunpowder.
Yeah, that's what I said, yeah.
But the Fire Lancers actually fire faster, so maybe that equals out the apparent weakness.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's hard to say, but just anecdotally from my experience, when you're up against the Chinese army with a shit ton of those Fire Lancers, it just feels like they melt everything in front of them, so it's hard to say.
The effects look cool, you know, those fires.
Yeah, they're definitely the coolest looking unit, that's for sure. They get style points, if nothing else. So, I think, it's I don't think they're necessarily too weak, but... And then, I guess what else would you do if you're playing as Chinese here and trying to get an advantage over Maya? What strategy do you think is the best thing for Jatin to go for?
I don't know. Try to force him to use most of his wealth, I guess. Boom him. Because you save a lot of wealth with those fire lancers. That's why I like about Chinese. You save a lot of wealth.
Yeah, that's so true. You don't have to spend anything on archers.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you gotta limit them. If archers do better, I mean, crossbowmen do better to other units compared to the Chinese fire lancers.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, and this tobacco merchant may go down. Fortunately, the merchant wasn't close enough to the market. Well, he might still have enough time to get in.
But thankfully, Japan City was like...
Yeah, his city though will go down. It's built in a safe spot. And that's going to be a pretty handy city as well, given that it's large. Although he will be somewhat cut off as well. I think Jatton might find himself kind of cornered in the bottom side here against Maya.
So Momo decided to cover his cap instead of pushing borders here. What do you think about that? Oh, because poor Diamond, I guess. So he can protect Diamond.
Yeah, I think he's building his racks right next to the diamonds, which I think is really good. It's a good spot to build. It's building it in a straight line, able to protect, obviously, their most important rare, as well as hopefully protect the sugar as well. If they can both secure both sugar and diamonds, that's going to be a massive help. But personally, I would say they're the two best rares in the game, and it doesn't hurt that they've got relics just below that as well.
Yeah, tables have turned. Now,
Yeah.
Weapons team has way better rares. Pearl, Relic, Diamond, Amber, Obsidian, Spice. Oh, pretty good rares.
Yeah, really good rares.
Yeah, tobacco as well.
It seems like, yeah, it's the Ron gods taketh away and then they giveth in the following game.
It's like to make it all even up now. This is amazing raid from Alan. He has not lost a single unit.
Is that by Alan or which raid? Yeah, really nice.
He hasn't a single unit.
Wow. I feel like Alan's really been practicing a lot and it's paying off.
Yeah, the only problem is his food. There were no bisons or anything nearby, I guess.
Yeah. He may even get away with this last unit as well.
Yeah. That's why I think Mayan's probably one of the best. Maybe first or second best. Fire Force, those flingers. They help you survive until some powder.
Yeah, definitely. I like Maya. I think they're one of the fastest nations in the game. Like, ironically, in Nomad. Just at the very beginning, at least. Yet they're tier 4 because there's just too many good nations in this game.
Yeah, that's unique.
Yeah, they had to go somewhere.
Oh, look at that! He's gonna catch those units, I think.
Yeah, I think he will take them out. He should have enough HP to take these archers out as well. So yeah,
I think Alex got distracted.
Yeah, nice little catch there.
It's going on the other side.
So it looks like the LAT guys here, they have silver, bison, and gems, as well as silk, dye, salt, and citrus as well.
We got peacock and coffee as well, and cotton.
Yeah, very true.
But yeah,
Although it's a bit exposed, so
not quite up to like relics and diamond, I guess.
yeah, it's not quite as good, but I guess it's enough to say that both sides have got plenty of rares to sink their teeth into.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can see that Momo's gone for Civ 2 here as well. Securing those diamonds. And I really like that move, you know, getting map control. Now they're towering sugar as well. Basically securing those two key rares for the rest of the game.
Cool. They're going for a long game, going 6-2, going Colossus. They know they have the Boom Raiders. So I think LAT will have to rush here. Because even right now, they're already kind of behind.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, yeah, unfortunately it's just gone the other way for them here. And
Yeah.
I think they have a good chance to rush here as well, because the fact that they've got French,
Mm-hmm.
it lends itself well to going for some kind of aggressive strategy. But I mean, ProLaz is doing well here too. Really nice raids.
Inca, that's why
Oh, nice raid there by Momo as well. That's really frustrating for the LAT guys.
Oh yeah, bison.
Yeah, that's a really annoying one to lose, especially when you got to build 2 more farms to compensate for it. Yeah, great play by PN5 so far. You can tell they're fired up from the last game.
I feel like bison. I don't know. Personally, I don't use bison unless I don't lose on the food income. Because in the long run, I feel like farms is just more safer.
Yeah, actually, I've heard. I think Dangerous Dave, said the same comment once.
Really? Oh.
Which, yeah. So pat yourself on the back. You're basically on the same wavelength as Dave. But I think the view was if you take food res, it's nice in the short term, but yeah, it's very vulnerable to a raid. And really...
If I was like Brits, need to fill up the eco or mill one, or I mean, like, I have 2 cities. I'm at 120 and I need bison. I guess that's the only reasons I would use bison.
Yeah, so true. I feel like it's really handy as well. If it's safe, if it's in a good location, it helps so much in the early game. But but like you said, yeah, it's just if you get raided, or it's like on watering hole, if you rely on fish and you lose all your fish, like it sets you back so much. Farms are much more permanent, and they cost a bit more, but yeah, at least you can guarantee that they're going to stay there forever. You can see Hanging Gardens here going down by Snickow, and again, good move. The fact that Snickow's Inca, it bodes well for the long game. I guess that is kind of a acceptance though, that they're not going to go for a rush here.
Yeah.
Although Thor has gone for Despot, and that's 100 Eco Despot as well. What do you think of Thor's move here to go Despot as French?
Oh yeah. I think he's the one who's making the good decision for going for that game. Because I don't think they should be going for the upgrade.
Yeah, I do kind of feel like they're on different wavelengths a bit. So you've got Snickow, who's gone for a hard boom, going for almost like, age 4, age 5 style kind of army, whereas unfortunately the fact that Thor's made the decision to go Despot here with French, I mean that's fine, but the reality is he's got to basically pressure early game, and he can't be in the same wavelength as Snickow.
Yeah, this is really weird. Like, I don't know if PN5 is playing much better this game, or LAT is letting the guard down.
Yeah, I do feel like it is a bit of both, maybe.
Like, the scores is just... The gap is so big already.
Yeah, I mean, that is crazy. And Momo's got the huge score differential there.
Yeah. That Civ 2 really paid off. Look at his eco. Everything's 100.
Yeah, that is a great eco, and he's just making the most. He's got some nice rares too, like, and making the most of them too. I mean, relics in the early game like that, it's just going to pay so much dividends later on.
It's so satisfying when you go from ancient to classical and you have like plus. It's really collected.
Yeah, that's so true. Looks like Snickow is actually, despite the fact that he's Inca, his eco is really slow here.
Yeah.
And I'm not exactly sure why. He's building a tower at the top, but I mean, just those early game raids from PN5, I think, have really slowed down the LAT guys.
This is what I really like about Rollies. He incorporates his horse archer rage really well. Like, it's a pain.
Yeah. I think Momo's got a very unique style. You can never really predict what he's going to do. But it's usually something that's extreme. It's either one extreme or the other. Like, he'll go Commerce 3 or he'll go, like, all-in militia.
That's one of those key factors of a pro player, I feel. They can do anything and you don't know what they're doing, and you're just confused. You're sitting there with the city or army and your city, and you don't know, should I boom or should I rush? Because this guy's gonna boom or rush, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'm kind of turning my attention at the moment to see what is going to happen here between Alan and Jatin. So just by chance,
I feel like this is one area where LAT can do some damage. Alan already has a big army.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, nice attack here by Thor. Oh, he is retreating though, but it's putting some pressure on that city at the top.
Where are the sieges? It's just guard in the siege factory.
You can see these elephant raids by Momo, just so frustrating to deal with for the other guys. It's not like they can try and bribe because it's not even in their territory.
They really should have rushed. While Momo was busy doing these things, this was such a good time to rush.
Yeah, so true.
They should have rushed.
And I mean, Inca is a great nation like for booming, but sometimes people forget that Inca is also a great nation for going despot with.
Oh, definitely.
Because you're getting your refunds and you're also getting the plunder. So it's kind of like
There's also one more thing that you're missing out at that.
It's like it's like playing pokie machines or slot machines. Like you're just seeing.
No. When you go Inca despot,
yeah,
you'll reach IV much faster than everybody's using all their wealth. You won't have any problems. You're putting on scholars.
Yeah. You spam heavy cavalry too. It's just so good.
Yeah, and you're not losing anything.
It looks like Thor's got a decent army here, and he's doing everything right. He actually might be able to take Prolase City here if he plays his cards right and he engages correctly. He's going in, just needs to be careful with his engagement. Oh, wow.
He goes now.
Good timing by Prolase there. The city goes big at the perfect time. Yeah. I'm at the 18 minutes and 33, 4, 5.
Alright, I guess synchronized.
Yeah, no problem.
That was... I feel like Thor should not have hesitated at all.
It's just a random red horse at the front leading the charge here for the LAT guys. That's kind of funny. But Snick out just wanted to get in on the action. But yeah, the fact that Prolase is able to repel that, that was a pretty important moment there. And his eco is looking great, like 160 food, 200 fluid. And obviously with Colossus, it's only going to get better from here. It looks like a bit of a stalemate between Alan and Jatton at the bottom here.
I feel like Alan should not have... He needs to win this time.
Yeah, I'm just not quite sure why, but man, just if you look at the eco for Snickow, it's just really rock bottom. Only 100 food.
Yes. I think those raids was like... That's amazing. Insane raids in the game. That really decided how the game is, whether it's boom or...
Yeah, that was really nice raids, and well played too by Prolase with those.
Yeah, he defended well. That was really good teamwork. One defended against two small armies because they couldn't lock up an army since no one was just ringing. That was good team play.
No, really well played. Quick shout out to AZ God, aka AZ Amun. I just find it funny that it's the same players matching up as in the last game. With the exception of, so you got Jatton versus Alan again. Bit of a grudge match here at the bottom.
Yeah, that's true. like revenge time for the PN5s.
Yeah, I think Jatin's keen to get some revenge.
Oh, why has Jatin not updated his first time woman? Crystal is 0.
Yeah, you can see that the he hasn't actually upgraded his crossbowman yet.
Yeah.
But once he
Still
does,
because the Mayan crossbowmen are just really bad.
yeah, you can see that this is a slow march to victory now. I think for PN5 at the top, they've captured this city, this Ford French city, and you know, Inca's unfortunately, I don't know what. Yeah, the wheels are falling off for Inca here, but just Nikau's eco is just yeah, really poor. He's got great wealth income, but just the food income is holding him back.
I noticed that, like, whenever I play Azteca, he's amazing with, like, aggressive nations, but he struggles a bit when it comes to humor, I guess.
Yeah. I think if you were Alan right now, you'd be thinking, oh damn, like, need to do something, but it's tough, man. Like, what do you do here?
But Jatin's ready. Look at Beijing. There's a port.
Yeah, he's got mill too. He can quick up and get tactics whenever he needs to. So.
Oh, what a boom by Jatin.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing. Look at that library.
Yeah.
Making full use. Those really nice rares they've got, taking full advantage. You know, the relics, the sugar, the diamonds.
Yeah. The Momo as well. Just one click away from powder.
Yeah, wow, 190 knowledge income coming in. That's insane. And I think, yeah, the LAT guys are probably. I mean, they need to play this game out because it's a tournament game. But once the other guys age up to age 4, it's going to be like near impossible to come back.
They must be kicking them right now. This could have been it, you know, kicking PN5 out of them. Now they have to play that one top game to win.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if they'd just gone for some crazy, you know, cheesy rush strategy or something, yeah, it could have been a 1-2 punch, and they're through to the next round, or at least to the next stage of the round of 16. So Momo's not too far away. He's at 400 knowledge. He needs 900 to quick up.
I feel like the LATs aren't aware of how behind they are right now until they see someone hit gunpowder. I think only Sneakal is close to gunpowder. Yeah. They're still in classical.
Who's that? Sneakal?
No, Thor is still in classical.
Yeah, see, this is the issue as well. Look at Thor's eco. He's gone for Despot, so he can't really do much. Like
Once his army's dead, done.
Yeah, he's doing his best, but you know he had one shot there, which was to capture this city, and yeah, you don't do that. It's pretty much GG for you for the rest of the game, and you can just run around and raid or try and be annoying, but you can't really be a force in this game. Just unfortunately, that's the risk of playing Despot.
Yeah. I think you were right there. They had some miscommunication. One went Hanging Gardens, and the other went Despot. Maybe they're on Discord or something. They're not communicating their ideas or their plans.
Yeah, I think that's part of it too. Is that I believe Sneakal is Italian, from what I've been told. So he maybe have some Latin heritage or Latin roots, but I think he lives in Italy, whereas Alan and Thor are both in South America or Mexico. I'm not quite sure on that. But yeah, definitely recommend having your team on Discord for sure. Oh, and can you see this? Momo's going for a bit of a sneak attack here.
Cheeky guy.
This is like Attila the Hun going through the mountains on the way to capturing some serious plunder.
Green.
I thought that might be a castle, but no, it's a lumber mill. So it looks like Inca's capital here. This is very nice. I like this play.
Actually, very nice.
It's going straight through a blind kind of patch too. So
how is he gonna get through? There's just so many obstructions.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't be expecting this, but I mean, unless he just randomly walks into it, he's not going to see this until it's right upon him.
Yeah, he probably should go for. No, there's no other accessible. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow, this is kind of cool. I wonder if these citizens are going to walk into it. He's building smelter, he's building lumber camp, but he's not building towers, which is what he needs. He's going to have any chance of stopping this cap sack.
Right. Do you think he's gonna capture it or not?
I think he'll definitely capture it. There's no way, unless he can move his cap, which he can't because he hasn't raised his senate. So
65, yeah. 56%. Well, sneak outside the wall. They took my cap. GG.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think the game might have possibly someone dropped. I'm not sure, but we'll find out soon. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I have no doubt. They are typing GG there. Sneak out knew he was about to lose his cap, so he has called GG.
Yeah, he resigned. That's all.
GG. Well played by PN5.
Yeah.
That was another really good game, but yeah, just the other way around that time. PN5 guys.
This game, there was less combat, but lots of, like, will I do this or will I do that, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. I think, honestly, we've already kind of talked about it, but if we summarize that game in short, I think it came down to just the one simple fact, which didn't really have to do with rares necessarily. It just came down to the fact that we had different strategies from the two players on the same team, which was Sneakow and Thor. Unfortunately, if they're both boomed, it might have worked out well, or if they're both rushed, it might have worked out well too. But
that's true.
I just feel like just on a different page there. So, but well played. That's not to take anything away from PN5. Really well played there. Especially impressed by Momo and Proles in particular.
Oh yeah, Momo MVP on this map.
Yeah, absolutely. That was really creative play.
He did what Sneakow did last game, basically.
Yeah, and I mean, we questioned his decision to go Persians in such a critical game like this, and he's answered in the best possible fashion, which is just to, dominate the game. So, I mean, I don't think we'll ever have to question him again after that one.
Man, I just don't understand Momo sometimes, honestly.
He is. He's like a mad scientist.
He's some crazy guy, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. So, all right, well, we've got the third game then ready to go. So, are you right to keep
down
going?
To the wire. Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's do it. I'm getting pumped. So we'll just load that up now. Wow, certainly wasn't sure if we'd be having a full best of three go to a decider here, but that's what we've got. So I'll just bring that back up. Game. Alrighty.
Oh, this best map to wrap it up. Great Lakes.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be epic. All right. So I'm in the replay now. So let's count it down. You right to go?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alrighty. And so, and interestingly, a different lineup here.
Very different lineup.
You can see a couple of different subs in. So I like this. This is going to have a much different dynamic to the previous two games.
Yeah, I didn't know Blast was in this team.
Yeah, I think it was a last minute reshuffle of the LAT team because initially Blast had a different team, but long story short, they disbanded, and so we've got Blast, Doko, and Snickow. Must admit, I think they're missing Alan here. Alan's definitely been their standout player.
Alan, yeah, he was like one of the best in both games. Both games he was the best actually.
Yeah, so that's a bit of a I guess unfortunate blow, the fact that Alan can't play. But the reality is they've still got Snickow. I feel like Snickow is excellent. Blast is an excellent player too. Doko
Blast plays good in this match.
Yeah, Blast is a really good player on Great Lakes. I can definitely attest to that as well. And then you got Doko, who I haven't seen too much of Doko recently, but I think he's always been a solid player. And then on the flip side, you've got Lube, Proles, and Momo again. So Jatin swapping out for Lube. Have you played much with Lube recently?
Yeah, man, he's great. He's always consistent. That's one thing for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think Lube's one of the best, most consistent players, definitely. Like, whatever nation he gets, whatever situation he's in, he always makes the most of it. And
he's always up for the pass in it.
Yeah, like just ultra consistent, doesn't lose units, booms well, raids well, almost the perfect player, you could say. but we'll see if he plays perfectly in this game. And he's gone as Lakota here, so the tier system showing full effect here. We've got tiers 3, 4, and 1 now. It's gone back to tier 1. And you've got Lube as the kind of ace player as Lakota, whereas you've got you've got Blast playing as Japs for the other side. And interestingly, we've got no Egypt. Do you think that's a mistake, or do you like that?
I feel like maybe they just prefer to rush for a wonder and have the option of going com to side tree. Because with Egypt, you can go com to side tree, but it's a bit more delayed. So I guess there's more flexibility with Japs and Lakota.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, I guess Japs can essentially rush H2 and just build Colossus if they wanted to as well.
There's just more options, I guess.
Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, if it was me personally, I think Egypt is a really strong choice on this map if you can get a good positioning for it. But if you get Egypt and you're right on the border as your opponents, then it might backfire too. So it's kind of a tricky call. But yeah, Lakota though and Japanese is the picks for the tier 1. So that's the biggest talking point so far. If we look at the other nations they've picked, we've got Maya for tier 4 for PN5, which was Momo. And what's the other one? We've got I'll just bring up the score again so I can quickly see it. So yeah, Maya and Chinese for Doko. I feel like I prefer Maya on this map.
Yeah, for sure.
Of those two, definitely, because just again, you can rush age 2, you can get the you can get a wonder, which is really important on this map.
Nubians is a great choice this map.
Yeah, I really like that pick as well.
He with the knowledge too. Let's see, 1, 2. He has 3 knowledge rares. Okay, that's fine, I guess. So that's already a plus 15, I think, on the early stages. Plus 15 knowledge rare than everybody else in the team.
Yeah, that's nice, and the fact that they've got diamonds too. It's going to be relatively easy to get diamonds for that Nubian player. So, huge boost in wealth in the early game. Plus, his eco is going to have that extra 10% commerce cap.
Where are diamonds?
Just in near Doko's base, Beijing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But the thing is, the interesting thing is, Lube is, arguably one of the best players on PN5, and he's playing as Lakota here. And Lakota is just one of those nations that can literally, you're only one cap sack away from winning the entire match from building secret siege behind enemy lines type thing. So it's going to be interesting to keep an eye on what Lube does here. I really like Lakota on Great Lakes because you can raid all of your opponent's fish if you want to.
Yeah. This map, Lakota, you can really just make a dock on their lakes or just towering in between. For example, see the gap between green. And if green makes a city in front, you can tower somewhere in between the green and purple cities and the caravan stock.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess the biggest thing for wherever Lube decides to build his second city, it's a bit of a gamble because, like we talked about before, the safest thing would be to build it just close to Nubians, but in line with his current city, so his caravan's protected. But if he wanted to be more risky, like he could theoretically build it right in the center of the map, take map control there,
or on near Orange's city.
Yeah, or near Orange's city, exactly, or basically anywhere he wanted to. If he
goes for relics, he's gonna give What's it called? Oh, never mind. Sorry, my bad. I thought orange was his opposing team.
Oh, okay, yeah. No. Where? Because I was actually trying to find where Relics is, but
Yeah, my bad.
And one thing I can see too is the fact that the LAT guys have Silk in a very defendable position too. So getting Commerce 2, or going for some kind of crazy, you know, Science 2, Com 2, Ultra Boom without getting a Wonder is also a pretty good option for them as well, if they wanted to.
Yeah, for sure.
I can see that Lube's going to be the one that fires the first shots here. Going for a fairly quick mill and building barracks, so I like that move, the fact that he's going to be able to raid Nubians, which is obviously very effective getting rid of their merchants. That
Wow, that's really late from Sneak Out. He just went common.
That is late. Oh, and you can see why. Look at his woodcutter camps here.
Ah, that explains.
Tough call, but that's definitely going to slow him down quite a bit. Only getting 4 wood, and that's frustrating.
Yeah.
The good thing though for him is that Doko is. I was going to say it was good that Doko was building a city there, but it's right in front of this rack, so he's going to have to cancel that. That's a big blow. Especially if he doesn't get these citizens away and try and sneak his city in somewhere else. So he needs to cancel that city ASAP. There's no way that's going to go up.
No.
Saying in the chat, please milli ASAP, but unfortunately, Sneakout is just so slow due to that wood. Ooh, nice raid here by Blast on the other side too, so plenty of aggression in the early game here on Great Lakes.
They're probably like hoping Blast can kill fast enough. That's hard.
Yeah, it looks like Blast is going for some kind of fast.
Yeah, he should. Just in case, yeah.
And the fact is, Blast is up against Proles here, but you know, on paper it's tier 1 versus tier 3.
That's true.
So I mean, Indians, it's still a great nation, but
yeah, Indians is great. They can survive.
yeah, they can definitely survive. But I mean, that might be a good strategy for him too. The fact that he's got cotton as well, so he's going to be able to churn out a massive army if he went for a quick, you know, age 2 rush with siege. I can see Dave in the chat just asked which game was won by LAT. So the first game was won by LAT actually, and yeah, really dominant game by LAT, which
just hope they can do some damage in this game. Despite quite a bad start.
Yeah, definitely. This is not a great start for the LAT guys.
Yeah.
Especially with that Civic going down and kind of losing their momentum, losing.
That was good reading though.
Yeah, the LAT guys do have some good. The fact that they've got gems and diamonds helps for their long-term cause here as well. I mean, if they can stabilize a bit here, they should be able to hold this, and it'll turn into a classic, you know, war of attrition.
Why is Lakota still building there? The city. Do you see?
Yeah, I can see that. It looks like he's going to try and capture that barracks. So, actually, I don't mind this if he can.
He has guard units. That's what I'm talking about. He plays it right. Oh, why is those villagers to kill those 2 villagers by 92? Because if 92 runs out of villagers, he can't build the city.
Yeah, he has got the city up now.
Yeah,
safely. So that worked out. Yeah, it worked out quite well. The fact that he's got big cities too, one of the advantages of being Chinese. Ooh.
This is bad for. Now he has to take the city. Lube.
Yeah, I mean, Lube is basically split into 2. he is, spit roasted right now. So hopefully, for his sake, like you said, he's going to have to apply some serious aggression because his hands are almost a little bit tied, or at the very least, he gives up this caravan route for the rest of the game.
Oh, come on! Look at the LAT's line of sight, and look at Loop's caravan route. They don't even know about it.
Yeah, that's so true. It's just on the very edge there, so maybe
it should be there. They should just check. That would stop the wealth.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the LAT guys should almost build a tower just here as well, just to take out this barracks a little bit faster.
Yeah, that's true. They just needs a bit of scouting.
Yeah, that's always unfortunate when you got no idea, it's just right in front of your nose, but they don't know the caravan's just sneaking past, smuggling gold left, right, and center. You see, Sneakow found this wine though on the left-hand side.
Oh yeah, he's gonna read it.
Yeah. And wow, Lube's already built a second racks behind and a stable as well, so not short on wood by the looks of it.
Yeah.
I like this move too. Lube's building a light horse as Lakota, which is a great way to get your food income up. Because often, sometimes people forget that if you build more horses, you're getting the additional food as well as your citizens. So it's often a good strategy just to spam an absolute ton of these light horses and just run around like a madman raiding left, right, and center.
I feel like that early aggression by Lube really bought time for Momo to just get his equal up. He even went Bantu. Okay.
Yeah.
LAT guys are. I mean, I look at Doku. He went Bantu, but he's not even at 150. Yeah, they're pretty slow. That was good aggression.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes it's the unsung heroes that, take up all the attention of your opponents, and meanwhile...
The boomers get all the scores, but it's the raiders with...
Exactly.
What's the time? Look at this. Momo's came back with some raids on his own.
Yeah, I can see they don't have access to this pond at the back, which is probably hurting the PN5 guys a bit, because there's probably a heap of fish.
Oh, yeah. That gap between Momo City and the lake. Should just temple it up.
Yeah, that's so true.
Hey, let's see what Broly is and Ross up to.
Yeah, we've got Prole's going for a... He's actually skipped science here, but just gone for a standard H2 build. Whereas you have... Oh yeah, Blast with a really strong build. Wow, I'm actually really impressed by Blast build here. He's gone for Commerce 2 with diamonds and gems, and he's already at 150 eco. With
some action here. Broly's had to skip science 1 for all those archers, but Blast is fine.
Yeah, was it worth it though? Because I mean, if Blast starts to apply some pressure, I feel like he's...
Look at the wealth that's up by Blast.
That's insane. Yeah, 154 wealth income coming in. Where is he getting this from? How many fish does he have? He's got 8 fishermen, plus he's got 4 merchants, and they're all wealth rares too, which one is a double wealth rare. So
that's the Japanese hacks, man.
That is insane. Yeah, he needs to get commerce 2, man. Oh, he does have commerce 2, so he can just buy. He can buy whatever he wants. Basically, he's got unlimited gold.
Why is he not doing that? Because all that wealth is just sitting. You need to always invest in resignation.
He does need to, yeah. Yeah, make your money work for you. So, I feel like, I mean, if he could see what we could see, he needs to be building siege right now, and basically trying to kill proles.
Yeah, he should. He can go for a really fast. Because right now, if you look back, he's sieging blue.
Yeah,
Chinese attrition actually. That's good.
he is finally building scholars now, but yeah, he didn't have any scholars for a second there.
Yeah, you're right.
Although I do have some concerns here for the LAT guys on the left-hand side. Looks like they could be doubled here. The attrition is nice for sure, but he's also going to have to build a fair few units, although they should be able to reinforce this.
Does he have militia? I don't think he has. He doesn't have.
Yeah, there's no militia here.
Or senator.
Only-
Does he don't have a senator? No, he doesn't have a senator or military.
Yeah,
Or-
it doesn't have a senate actually at all, so
Yeah.
no senate built, and this is looking really like a potentially a pivotal moment in the game.
Oh no.
Wusu does not have enough defenses, and that tower was just denied. Nice micro there by Momo to right click on it, and oh, this is painful.
Why did he go Civ 2 and not senator?
Yeah. The lack of senator really coming back to bite him now. And there's also no temple at this city as well. I mean,
I feel like
yeah, they're trying to spam units, but they just can't get enough out. And these towers are just so close to finishing that they're painfully just not quite there. Close though.
he should focus on the fans instead of Civ 2.
Well, he does have a fair few units that were garrisoned, so it looks like Snickout is bribing a unit here. They may be able to just hold on.
Maybe.
Just.
This is helping a lot.
Should get this bribe as well. Oh, very, very close. Oh, that was close.
It was
98%.
really close.
Yeah, you can see that it was like he was having a seizure. That senator, as he was getting closer, he was like, "Oh, please, give me that unit." But no, not quite, not quite. And I mean, if they can stabilize here, like honestly, I think LAT's in a pretty decent position because, I mean, it's kind of like the last game where they were on different wavelengths, but Blast has gone for Colossus.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I like Colossus because look at that wealth income. He's got 170. If you're going to build Colossus, you build it when you've got a heap of wealth already coming in, right? Like, that just went up by 56 wealth just by completing that building, so...
But one thing I have to, complain about Blast, he has too many idle resources since the beginning of the game. He needs to spam more stuff.
Yeah,
I think the potential to really kill if he just invests more on anything. Because he has 700 wealth, 400 metal, 900 food, just sitting.
Yeah, that's so true. He does need to definitely spam units, and
Yeah.
I mean the fact that he's got cotton too should help him with that, because if he just put infinite Q on, like the units will just flow out as quickly as he needs them to. You can see that if he was to engage right now with Prolase's army is much bigger.
He can really get to 90 units right with his resources. And he has Colossus. But, I mean, he has time though. The other side seems like they can manage.
Yeah, I mean, the strategy for LAT here should be basically if Blast can just, max out an army and just kill within the next, say, 10 to 15 minutes, or hopefully do his best to try and do that. And then the other guys can just hold. Like, they should be in a good position. You can see, I like this move too. I mean, Snickout going for Hanging Gardens. It was kind of like, it felt to me like Hanging Gardens was kind of maybe forgotten by everyone.
Humanity!
Yeah.
Like,
So basically, LAT's got the
like last time I checked, this is Great Lakes. Like, you need wonders, man. Like, it's very effective to get wonders because of just the way this map plays out.
It's still good. I think that's really good something. Because the PN5 guys are racking up pretty huge armies right now.
Yeah, and I feel like the fact that the PN5 guys have horses, it's really playing out well for Proles here. Because as this game goes on longer and longer, like he'll be able to spam so many elephants that it may be able to fight toe-to-toe with the Colossus army of Blast.
Yeah. Polish should go for pyramids. He has the resources. That'll be cool. He is going.
Yeah, he listened to you just then.
Yeah, I think he listened to me. Good job.
You can see Ayuzaki in the chat saying, why did White go for the Hanging Gardens here? Yeah, that's a very good point. I mean, I don't mind it if you can afford it, but they need to make sure that they can defend first.
Yeah. You're spending power, so that's fine, I guess.
And look at this tech tree as well for Blast. He's gone for Science 3 before going for Age 3, so going for a fast gunpowder by the looks of it. Look at that, look at these resources. He's got over 1,000 food, 1,000 wood, 1,000 gold. He definitely needs to spend it on something. He's just saving it up. He's like a good saver. His account bank balance is huge, but unfortunately that doesn't translate to units on the field.
Yeah. I mean, this would be really good if it was that.
It's like, yeah, he's the richest guy. Like, if this was the Forbes, rich list right now, like, come on down, Blast. You are like the Bill Gates of Ron right now. But yeah, he needs to invest it in something.
It's like he's AFK, honestly. He could have gone pyramids.
Yeah, you can see, and this is a case too where he probably knows his allies are under a bit of pressure here.
Yeah.
But maybe, he could send a citizen just to build a racks behind to help.
Oh, that's true. That would be really good.
This is going to be critical though. Lube's got a big army here. If they take this city, this is going to put a LAT on the back foot. City's still holding up so far. Pyramids finished for Proles as well.
This is worrying. This is really worrying. You can see the units surrounding the city already.
I'm still like shocked that Wusu is still holding up here.
Yeah. Oh no, because of shit. But they're gonna die soon.
I mean, yeah, there's just enough units. And I mean, in fairness to the LAT guys, like, they're defending well. It's just, I think it's inevitable that this city will go down eventually.
Yeah. And look at this, Momo, in the middle of the lake in the raiding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, very nice raiding there. Wow, that's a big sucker punch to the LAT guys. Losing that gold income and that food income is definitely...
Lost. Attack.
Yeah. Oh no, this might be... I hope it's not like... I don't know if you saw the game with Connor McDavid on Lakes, where he had a huge army and just didn't attack, and then kind of regretted it at the end.
It's like investing on something and just not using it.
Yeah, I'll just put the view on Momo's first-person view for a moment here, just to see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Basically microing all across the map right now. Front lines, and also raiding in the ponds.
I feel like the game's...
Wow, this is really cool.
Look at that one. Look at Map City. And it's not only about capturing that, they can't win. The PN5 has them.
Yeah, you can see that the economy for Lube in particular is really strong right now. Oh, both Lube, and Momo are incredibly strong. Wow.
No, he took the city without no.
Where did Momo get so much wealth from? He's got 200 wealth coming in.
Yeah, damn. It's the Maya. There's more buildings than most nations over.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe he's doing that tactic you talked about and spamming like 99
yeah,
towers.
Yeah, 90 towers.
The watchtowers. So yeah, this is coming down to. It looks like the LAT guys, they're losing momentum on the left-hand side. And Sneakout is fighting back though. I mean, Sneakout, don't count him out. Sneakout's a great player, and he's slowly whittling down units one by one.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't win the big game against high-end light infantries. He has cap support. But...
Yeah, I think we've figured it out. I think Blast is actually holding off on his attack because he wants Proles to build more elephants so that he's got more elephants to bribe with his spies. That's the only thing I can think of here.
I'm actually curious, maybe, do you think he was AFK or something? Because I've never seen him.
I mean, Blast has got a great economy, but unfortunately, yeah, he just needs to, I guess, I don't know, be careful. Like, he's playing well. I'm just not sure whether he needs to go for an attack now or not.
Maximizing, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, like, he's playing well because the fact is, as Colossus player, like, you do want to get to 150 pop cap and then come in there and, you know, crush your opponent in one big attack. So I don't hate the way he's playing. I just feel like, yeah, maybe he was floating a bit too much in resources. Like, he's still got 1,200 food, 600 of everything else. Just needs to spam an army. Like, he's probably got enough now to build 150 units worth.
It's just now, Police had about 2 elephants, now he's got 6.
Yeah.
And it's made it more difficult.
That's the thing, like, he's got 7 now. He's got horses, so he can spam, like, heaps more. Yeah, so it's handy having horses as Indians, for sure. And he's even got he's got 2 scouts too. 2 explorers, so he's upgraded them. So he should be fairly safe against spies here.
The other side's dead within 5 minutes.
Although Blast does have 5 spies. Sneakhouse somewhat stabilizing there. It's going to be interesting to see.
No, Matara is going down. Look at the middle.
Oh yeah.
And once he has Matara, he can do lots of options.
Yeah, this is going to leave the LAT guys vulnerable here at the back. I mean, they can't really come back and defend both sides.
Even Sneak Out said, look, die my rear. So he really needs Blast to.
Yeah, and I've just found out something which is quite heartbreaking if you're a LAT fan. It looks like Doko doesn't have an army right now. His army consists of a senator, and that's it.
Oh really?
Every other unit's been killed.
Yeah, you're right.
Whereas Momo has a huge army.
I guess Doko can have another one.
Yeah. Mind you though, Blast has a huge army, so he's got enough armies to make up for both of them if he was able to kind of put them in the right.
He's eating blocks. How many cities? 1, 2. So Blast will have to take Dodara. Found a port before we can go to Bali. But fully got 31%. We should have a stat. He can do it, right?
Yeah.
But it's taken already. There's still a chance.
I think there's still a chance, but it's just looking like PN5 are slowly tightening their grip on taking out this game, especially as they make progress towards the south here. I mean,
Yes,
it's just
army as well.
yeah, it's just like literally Doko just doesn't have any units at all right now. Like they're all dead, and so how is he going to fight back Momo? Well, he literally is just building castles and towers right now. Nice army here by Proles too. I like the fact that he's spamming so many elephants, making full use of that horses, and it's going to be interesting to see this battle. I mean, it looks like Japs is about to attack now too. This could be a huge defining moment of the game as well. Oh, his senator's out of position though, so he hasn't got any armor right now. A little bit sloppy play. He just took a lot of hits for no reason.
Also, they must be missing Alan now.
Yeah, I think they're definitely missing Alan. I mean, Alan is one of their best players. Here we go. It looks like this engagement is coming through here. So we've got Blast engaging against Proles. Need to watch those spies too. All the spies are in the back, so...
There are two exciting engagements going on.
Oh, big fight here as well. Wow. So this is coming in for the cap too. This is not just an ordinary city.
It happens at the same time. Oh, he needs to pull out the color from the
Well, Blast is aged now, and so is Momo, so this city is definitely going down though for Doko. I think he just needs to retreat and get out of there.
Everybody's moving caps.
Yeah, he did move his cap just in time, didn't he? Although the problem is, yeah, it's not going to be necessarily able to be held for much longer anyway.
Oh, he didn't use the scholars from Malaysia.
Yeah.
That could have helped a bit.
This is really not looking good for the LAT guys. Blast just needs to go roll the dice, kind of just go all in here. But I mean, if you look at Proles' army, like there's so many elephants there. Even if he had the biggest Colossus army in the world, it's still going to be tough to take out.
He can buy time.
Yeah, oh, it's painful too. Look at all those resources that Blast has, and he's still got available pop cap too.
I feel like he should have helped if he wasn't going to do anything in the quick. Once he gets monarchy, it's going to be too hard to kill.
Yeah, I can see that Snickow, it looks like they're thinking it's probably GG, but I think Doko was blaming Snickow for building those hanging gardens.
Oh.
But I don't know if it was the hanging gardens in isolation.
I don't know.
Because, I mean, the good thing about building hanging gardens is it denies your opponents from building them instead.
I feel like Goku kind of blew it. Maybe he's rusty, so I don't see him play off.
Yeah.
Because he went Civ 2 and not Malaysia and no kind of thing. While Sneakow had army, even though he went HG, he was more than prepared to defend Wusu.
And you can see that Blast is slowly trying to take out the Indian city here of Proles.
But look at how many 4 towers, 1 lookout.
Yeah. Some really nice tower building skills here by Proles. I like that. It's 4 towers plus a castle. And I mean, honestly, that's the best thing to do in this situation. Because he knows that his other teammates have won, so why risk it?
What's the point of having 125 men and medieval if you're just... Wait. All those units could have helped the other side.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I think definitely needed to spam more units.
Well played for PN5. So he covers that.
Yeah, really well played. I feel like they had this game from the beginning, especially with that play by Lube taking out that city. It was really a big momentum shifter.
Really gave time for Momo to just do great defeat.
Yeah, great raids by Momo. I mean, such a big battle going on in these ponds too, which really affects all of the opponents if you can kill their fish.
Like Blast took back there's barely damage is done.
Yeah. And I mean,
Yeah,
even,
that's for the ball here.
I like that purple and white like they're still alive because they've hidden their caps in the bottom, but it's like they've got like no map control left. They've just got this tiny little bastion in the bottom of the map here.
Let's keep caps.
I think they're rightfully going for blast though. They're not worrying about going for.
If they could have bought some time, a good 5 minutes. Blast they just kill.
Yeah, like I mean, Blast is playing great. Wow, well played. Yeah, engaging really well here. Needs to get these spies involved. He's already definitely got at least one involved there. He's bribed this gunman a bit. I wonder if he has enough here to take the city.
I still think Blast would help him. He could have bought himself time, but he had enough resources on top of the Nubian.
Yeah, I think that's the GG for Blast. And I mean, maybe a Pyrrhic victory there for Blast. He did end up taking out the city of Proles, which he was craving for the entire game. But unfortunately, it was his last action in this game before he had to GG out. Wow, well played, GG, and well, I will just
there we go. Good game.
officially hit the buzzer. Yeah, well,
PN5.
congrats to PN5. That was very well played. Came back from 1-0 down to take out the series 2-1, and like TNO just said in the chat, you know, Blast can resign while feeling good about himself. Undefeated in the tournament so far. For him personally, but no, well played all round. That was a great series.
That was great. Yeah.
I'm really impressed by the LAT guys too. These guys definitely have the potential to bounce back and make it into the next round. And the other teams in this, the other teams, it's going to be fascinating too. I mean, a classic. You know, you think PN5 probably have their noses in front as far as the caliber of their ability in the group, but then you've got LAT Raiders, who we just saw, incredible players. Then you've got AZ, what's the name? I should know my own clans. The nicknames we chose.
I forgot.
I'll bring up the groups really quickly. So we've got AZ Wolves, which is Lelouch, Robo, Red Skies, and Syntax. And then we've also got the tough, your clanmates, Tough Beta.
Yeah.
Which are also incredibly good. Like, there's some really good players on their side as well. So, who do you think is going to come second in the group if you had to kind of make a wild prediction?
I don't know. It's hard to say, man. They're all good. They're all good.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
No, I agree. It's
How about you? What do you think?
Impossible to pick. I'll be cheering on AZ for sure, but that's just because I'm biased and they're my clan. So, I'm not saying that, one team's better than the others. I think they're all really even teams. But one thing I know for sure is it's going to make for some great games in both the other group game and, you know, seeing them play out in the final playoffs as well. So,
yeah, but after seeing that first game, PN5 vs LAT Raiders, I just don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
You can play games like that.
I mean, that's craziness. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm still in shock from that first game. That was incredible play by LAT. So they should be very, very happy with their performance so far, despite the results not going their way. And I think I was gonna say I'd be keen to normally do a post-match interview, but unfortunately, just because of the time, I think I'll probably have to go.
Me too. Oh, I'm dead.
It's been a very long and exciting best of three, but we'll have to probably wrap it up, I think, and save the post-match interviews for another time. But but before we wrap it up, though, is there anything you wanted to say to the audience? So we've got some really good viewership tonight, or this is probably morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Anything you wanted to say before we say goodnight?
I don't know. Maybe you can watch this game again and just see how great LAT was in that first game, because I'm still in shock, honestly. You just don't underestimate your opponents.
Yeah.
What happened to you?
No, absolutely. I think that's the biggest lesson we can all learn here is that there's no such thing as an easy game when you get to the Super 16, because every team that's in here has earned it, and every game is going to be close, and I'm sure we're going to see plenty more exciting games to come. So thank you again to everyone who tuned in and who's been watching this. Well played, LAT, and congratulations to PN5. And,
Congrats.
and we will talk to you guys soon. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.